Thank you. I'm really excited to be here. When Steve and I talked about, getting together to do a presentation or to talk about social media, I asked him a question. I was like, well, what do you really want me to talk about? I don't know. What are people asking for? Well, you see Cozy doing it. You see businesses doing it. You see other chambers of commerce talking about social media. How do we use it? What are all the tools out there? Why do we need to be aware of it? And when I stepped back and really started talking with Steve about our approach, the way we talk about social media, the way we execute with different types of clients, there's a bigger picture perspective to all of this. And that's really what I'm going to try to focus on today is why social media and where does it fit into everything else. It's not this Lone Ranger. It's not this kind of online place where we can try to advertise or build a business. It's bigger than that. There's more elements to it, and a lot of people know it's not a myth anymore. I mean, people are spending their time on Facebook. The average American is spending 7 hours a week on Facebook now. About a year and a half ago, that was around an hour and a half. So the statistics don't lie. How many people here are on Facebook? And out of all of these people, more than 50%, how many check it on a daily basis? Little less, but almost everyone. It's part of life. And we need to kind of start figuring out how do we build this into our marketing strategies. And that's what I'm here to talk about today. Now, when we talk about kind of social media and integrating it into an online marketing strategy, we'll cover a few different areas. Now, typically, I run out of time. If you have questions, if you have thoughts, if you have examples, raise your hand. We'll make it interactive. We'll talk about it. But we'll probably run out of time. So we'll wrap up at the end. But I want to make sure everybody's questions are answered and that you walk away not with just some knowledge, but something that you can practically take back to your business environment and apply from a knowledge perspective. How are we going to get a return on the investment and time we're investing online and into social media? So, before kind of get more tactical and look at it at a high-level perspective, there's 4 key factors that I like to talk about when it comes to looking at how you're going to use social media. You can't have a digital agency and a traditional agency working for one because now you've got 2 different brands, online and offline. They're going to talk differently. They're trying to talk to different people. You need to have a consistent brand and message across all marketing mediums, online and offline. You need to be represented coherently, consistently with the same messaging both online and offline. And that goes for social media as well. Don't think of it as something different than the way you would act at a networking event or in a business meeting. You're not going to give business cards to some other company and say, hey, pass these out for me. Well, you're not going to just hire somebody for social media marketing and expect them to do the same thing for you. It's got to be coherent. It's got to be consistent with who's representing your organization. Metrics. Measurement for return on investment. They need to be the same across all platforms. If you're trying to sell cars, if you're trying to sell a product or a service, success still looks the same. And so don't lose sight when people say, well, how do you measure ROI on social media? If your business is not decreasing, if the efforts you're putting into it are still resulting in growth, then it's working. Return on investment can mean many things. Is it return on engagement? Are our fans following us? Are people interacting with us on Facebook differently? Are they trying to have a conversation in blogs? Or are they opening our emails at certain rates? How many people have called in because of a radio commercial that we did? Success is still the same. And you've got to carry those metrics over to traditional from digital. Both ways work together. We talked about goals of a campaign versus ROI. There's a difference there. One is how many leads can we generate based off of this campaign? And 2 is what does success look like? It's getting 15 people into the classroom. So you've got your goals. What does success look like of getting 15 people in the classroom versus return on investment? How many clicks and impressions are we trying to get? And how many people does it actually need to fill out a form on the website? There's a difference. You got to think coherently. And then finally, are we integrating everything we're doing on and offline into all of our collateral? If we have business cards, our LinkedIn profiles on there, are our Twitter tags on there? Integrate the collateral pieces together so that it's a coherent message. It's not separate anymore. It needs to be one. And that's what we're really going to try to focus on today. How do we make that happen? Now, with traditional media, you see this element right here, engagement, relationship, attraction. Well, traditionally speaking, with television, radio, direct, you start with attraction. You put a bunch out there, and then you try to develop that relationship, and then you've got the engagement factor. Well, social media, this is where it becomes different. We're not just trying to sell to anybody. We want to engage that individual that's a potential prospect, create the relationship with them, have a conversation, network with them, get them to be a word-of-mouth referral, and then we attract them. And then we get them to buy. So it's important to know the difference there and how the two react. Now, I could stand here and talk for 35 minutes, and it may be an interesting information, it may be very practical, but I also like to show real examples. And what I'm going to show right now is a flash mob, and you'll get an idea in a few seconds here of what a flash mob is, but this is a great example how you've taken Twitter and email and social media, get 20,000 people together, and we'll see the outcome here in a second.
Make some noise, Chicago!
Oh! Here we go. This is the Oprah season premiere show. You have no idea what's going on.
I got a feeling that today's gonna be a good day. That today's gonna be a good day. That today's gonna be a good day. A feeling that today's gonna be a good day. That today's gonna be a good day. That today's gonna be a good day. Today's a day. Let's live it up. 24 seasons. Let's give it up. Look how she's smashing. Like, oh my God. Jump off that sofa. Keep watching.